Welcome back to the pregame. Time right now for our Liberty Communications Assistant Coach Minute, and it is Austin Finnegan tonight. And Finney, welcome. You're on the coaching staff now instead of being out here playing. I guess tell folks what kind of made you decide to make this leap and join the varsity staff here this year.
Well, I was actually asked. I never really considered coaching. I'd always thought about, maybe I'd come back and coach someday. And one day I was actually at work, and Butch called me and said, "Hey, do you want to come help coach the fresh soft?" I was like, "Well, I suppose. What do you want me to coach?" And he's like, "Well, offense and defensive line." I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'd love to." So I went through and got all my certification stuff this spring, and here I am.
Excellent. Well, before this, you were doing some stuff with the Red Buffaloes. You were doing some of the youth. What was that like, or how has the transition been going from 5th, 6th, where they're just learning, to some of the fresh soft stuff where they're kind of developing a little bit more?
The 5th and 6th grade was fun. I mean, the kids, they say some really funny stuff. they do some really funny stuff too. But the transition has kind of been smoother than I thought. The kids respond. I mean, obviously a lot better up here than they would in 5th and 6th grade. But I mean, either way, love it. You're coaching football. What else? What else is there better to do?
Right.
So,
how is it different being on Butch's side and yelling at the kids instead of receiving Butch's yells during practice and on Friday nights?
It's kind of nice. You don't hear your name get yelled across the field and look over and think to yourself, "Oh crap, what did I do this time?" But it's nice. I try not to do too much yelling, but sometimes you have to get on them. So I guess it's nice to be on the other side. It's nice to be on Butch's side.
There you go. Well, talk a little bit. You mentioned offensive and defensive line. What types of things are you trying to help these kids learn and develop so that, when they're out there with the fresh soft game, or if they get called up to varsity, or next year, the year after when they're up to varsity, they're ready to go?
Yeah, so I was kind of talking to Kyle and Telly before the season started, and I said, what do you guys want out of me? And they just said, we just want you to better the kids for when they come up and play varsity. And so, I mean, that's what I've been doing. I've just been trying to get their footwork down to what the varsity does, and it's been, a big change for me in that way, because I had Lurch as an offensive coordinator where he ran a lot of power stuff. And, you get to what Jared's doing, and it's different. So I had to relearn a lot of stuff too. And it's been fun because I've been learning as the kids have been learning too. So, I mean, it's been, it's been fun, and it's Kyle and Telly. If I have a question, they're right there. They're right there to answer it, and they'll help you out whenever you need help. So it's great. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I think I'd have to learn even more. Played a few years before you, so yeah, it's completely different. But Austin, it's great to have you on the staff. Welcome, and we look forward to seeing these guys develop throughout their careers with you here alongside of them.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Again, that's Austin Finnegan, tonight's Liberty Communications Assistant Coach Minute. Back with more of your pregame right after this. This is the Bearcast at westbranchfootball.com.